So guys, it's warm welcome in Agile coaching training session. I'm your host. My name is Gajanan. I'm from Bangalore, India. And today is day 11, overview of Agile framework part 2. Guys, today I'll provide you some sort of information about two more frameworks. This is just an overview, not a detailed session. If you want, I can set up a separate invite for detailed discussion on these frameworks. If you required, you can tell me those things in this session or by mail also. So let's start. We will find what exactly the agenda of today's session. So point one of our agenda is what is lean process, uh, what is lean Kanban process, how to use lean plus Kanban same time, what is Spotify and how will Spotify will work. So these are our agenda points. So guys, lean process is basically coming from manufacturing industry, mechanical manufacturing industry. Toyota system, if you know, who design a good cars in the world. So this lean system is coming from Toyota system, and this is their uh, own system by which they are designing the car, they are manufacturing the cars in mechanical sectors, and they are releasing those car models in market. So let's see lean process. So guys, basically lean process is a very simple process. This is something different in agile. Agile has adopted this process because we are basically we have one principle where we are giving a continuous delivery to our client with quality. So based on this principle, this lean process is adopted by agile. You guys already know about how to prioritize product backlog and product grooming sessions, which you learn or which you aware in my previous few sessions. So here is one example I had given, that we have targeted two sprint. Every sprint we have targeted a few items from backlog. These are priority items, and on these items we will run the sprint. But now here guys, when we are running a lean system, at that time in lean system there is no as such sprint, but agile is based on time box. So when we are working in lean system, at that time we had provided a specific time set. Within this much time I'll complete this much area of work. So this is what we call a lean sprint. Now how to work it, and how these sprints are run one by one. So giving a very simple idea about it. Say for example, if I am working in a lean fashion. So first, what is lean? So lean is basically a continuous delivery. Say for example, in my team there are 10 team members. Every team members have one story or one card on which they have to perform their work. Now I had given them some sort of target, like within this target you have to complete your card. Say for example, it's a 2 weeks time, and within 2 weeks time they have to complete their work. Now if something happens, say for example, some blockers are immediately, or in a running situation some blockers are arises, or somewhere the waiting period is goes too long, then in lean process what we are doing, we are giving them a some sort of time frame before running lean. At that time we have provided some sort of principles or some sort of rules, like how much time we will gives to any blocker or any waiting stage or any communication delays or any other delays. So we had given some sort of time for that. If uh, these particular items goes beyond the time, then what will be the action? So those action points are also given. If somewhere somebody is blocked due to some reason, then who will contact person? So here is responsibilities also come into the picture. Who will took these responsibilities on their shoulder and provide the solutions, provide the guidance, provide the help. So these things we have already decided, and after that we start a lean. Now let's working. So basically guys, in lean process, if this is my sprint, in my first sprint I had provided that who is working in which task area and when those particular tasks will started. So say for example, in my team I have 4 team members. Every team members have at least 2 to 3 tasks in their plate, and they have to work on that. So they have some sort of time limit based on product backlog grooming session discussion, that how much time they required for each and every task and who will work on that particular task. So these information I have. Based on this information, I had designed a lean sprint or a lean time frame which we called as a sprint, and this is my ideal diagram before starting my lean process, my agile lean process with the team. But what happens is, due to some reason, few guys are completed their work before time, and they have a pretty good time, empty time, which are remain there. Now what will they do in that particular empty time? So what lean says, do not wait for next sprint or next time frame. Lean says you have to pull those stories or those cards which are available in your plate in your next sprint. You can pull those cards in previous sprint and you can release it. Why these things? Now I'll provide you the information. Say for example, out of 4, if one person is blocked because of some reason, maybe some sort of technical confusions, maybe some sort of assumptions, maybe unidentified risk, maybe dependencies which arises at the last moment and which was not identified previously, and due to this reason particular 1 or 2 persons work is delayed, that goes beyond the time. Now uh, here are 2 options. They either have a chance to manage these things, or something is there which is beyond their categories or beyond their hand or beyond their borders. So because of that, they have to wait for the response, for the help, for the guidance, for the mentorship, and after that only they can start their work. But remaining 2 people have completed their work on early basis and they have pretty good time. So they pull the work from next sprint to this sprint. Say from sprint second, they pull some sort of cards or ticket in sprint 1 and completed those in sprint 1. Now guys, when we are planning for any sprint, at that time we had provided the assurity for particular identified work in that particular time zone, and if we completed that work, then we said we had done 100%. If we completed more than that, now when we are going to complete more than that, when we have sufficient time where we can pull some sort of work from next sprint in current sprint and complete it in current sprint. This work, this identical work which we pull from next sprint to current sprint is not in our planning area, or which was not considered in sprint first, but we had identified it and we had completed it in sprint first. So this time we can say we had achieved 100 plus percentage of our capacity. Now, in this case, if some of my team members may sleep their work, still I am 100 plus percent, because we had completed some sort of work from next sprint. And this is the reason lean is applied, where your velocity count is always 100 plus, and your management and client management is also happy, because whatever things they expect from next sprint, they can view in current sprint's demo. So this is the reason this lean process is basically used in most of the projects, guys. Here, as I told in my previous sessions, that Scrum Master and Product Owner is a person who provided a shield, a protecting shield for their team members from outside disturbance. And these guys are also protected team members for their failurity. And lean is a process who gives a very good example to protect your team members. It shows how to protect your team members. Say two team members are in slippages and two team members are in plus for their work, then we are providing 100 plus result, and we are hiding those two members slippages due, which are there due to some reason. But when we are giving a demo, at that time we provided a clean and transparent working area. Even we provided the slippages items information also, that these items are in slippages and why these items are slippages. So we provided their justifiable answers also in that sessions. So by this way, guys, lean is, if I am saying lean is a process, so lean is a process which is zero defect and continuous working system. If you see on my screen, these guys are working continuously. Now this is what the ideal lean process. So in this process, basically every item go through uh, every cycle, and slowly it moves till production areas. If something goes bad your process, if somewhere something goes bad, some blockages are there, then somebody will immediately act for help and provide the help and continue the process till the time rest of the team members are working on their culture, on their working areas, and they are continuing their work, so that process will not hamper. So by this way, guys, lean process is done. If you see on screen, even they provided the meter also, how much progress we have in each and every area. Are we in a green section, yellow section, or red section? So likewise. So by this way, guys, basically lean process is going on. In lean process, if we are sitting in under one roof, then this process is very easy to run. But if we are sitting under geographical area, then maybe I'll suggest that you guys can use Kanban, because in Kanban we get to know immediately which person is working in which area, where exactly that person is right now, and if that person is blocked because of some reasons, then we can identify those blockages area, and we can make some sort of solutions for that. We can provide some guidance and we can try to remove that blockage as early as possible. As like agile guys, here also we have a product owner, scrum master, and scrum team who is working in lean area. The roles and responsibilities are almost same in lean process also for product owner and scrum master, to help the team members avoid the blockages, provide the solutions, and act as a servant leader. So by this way, guys, we can continue our work in lean process, and in Kanban we can get the information from team members, and even we can provide the information to higher management without any manual intervention, what exactly going on in the process, where exactly we are, and uh, on which area right now team is working. So for this basically Kanban is used, and this is the reason when we merge Kanban with lean, at that time that framework is called lean Kanban framework. If you want, you can use lean specifically. If you want, you can merge it with Kanban and you can use lean Kanban framework, guys. Spotify model. Okay, so guys, this is basically a model designed in Agile to help other teams also. Say for example, um, in my team, one person is very good in testing, maybe automation testing, maybe manual testing, as well as penetration testing, some sort of hacking also. So it comes from security sites, and he is also good in process also. So he is specialized in process. He or she knows the rules and regulations and everything about the process. So that person, I can share with other team members to remove their blockages, to remove their impediments. And by this way, I can help them immediately. I can give them a boost immediately so that they can achieve their target. So Spotify is basically designed for these guys. Now, how Spotify will work? So if I'm giving an example, I have a project manager with the name of ABC, and that person is handling the entire project. Now, under that project, uh, they have lot much work, some sort of work under infrastructure, some sort of work under security, some sort of work under operations, some sort of work under support, disaster recovery, development, and so on. Now, if that person want to know what exactly going on in the project or what exactly going on in my team, then maybe that person can design the Spotify model and get the update very easily. Now, how to design Spotify model? So if you see, guys, this is basically a big box which we called as a tribe, and we have a tribe lead for this particular box. Now this tribe lead is like a manager who manage that entire project. Now if I'm talking about this area, this is basically a squad. Squad is just like a team of agile, in which they have almost 6 to 9 peoples in every team. We call that particular team as a squad here. Likewise, under tribe, we have many teams. If our project manager is capable enough to handle many teams at a time, then we can arrange those many teams under tribe. So under tribe at least we require 2 teams to create a tribe, and maximum 5 to 6 teams. It's easy to manage 5 to 6 teams under one tribe. Now every squad have a squad leader. We call that particular squad leader as a product owner, guys, because this person is always in communication with client, with business management, and get the information about their team, about their working culture requirement, provided those all information to their squad particularly, and find out which work will deliver at which time. Now if you see this green part, this we called as a chapter. Now what is chapter is basically? So chapter means I have identified few team members from my team. Those are specialized skill in technology. Say for example, in terms of communication, in terms of operations, in terms of testing, in terms of development on different technologies, in terms of provide supports or handling tools, maybe technical tools, maybe project management tools. So these guys are specialized in this area. And likewise, I have different teams in my one tribe, and I have identified few peoples from every team who have some specific specialities. So I created a special group for these specialized team members, and we appointed them under chapter. So these are part of squad as well as these are part of chapter also, and every chapter have chapter lead also. So if any squad required any sort of help, that particular squad leader will communicate with chapter leader regarding the help. Say for example, one of my team required help under penetration testing. They have a penetration testing, guys, but they stuck somewhere, and they do not have any solution for their stuckness under penetration testing. or under maybe automation testing. They want to automate something, but they don't know how to automate it. So they are trying to find out a automation testing specialized person with specific skills in technology. So they communicated with chapter lead, and chapter lead have a information that who is a person having these expertise, these specializations. That particular person chapter leader provided to that particular squad for time being, not permanently, for time being, for some sort of time. Chapter lead provided that specialized person, and allow that person to work with that particular team to resolve their all issues, all problems. Now once those all issues and all problems resolved, again a particular person who is working in that particular area will back in that in their squad and started working on squad items. So by this way chapter lead manages the blockages of other teams and provide a solutions in team members. By this way we are saving timing, we are saving the communication delays, and we move the process more faster. Now guys, if some other tribe required some sort of help, say for example in one of a tribe they required help in terms of technology. Say for example from development technology we have to connect it to backend technology or operation technologies. So we required some person who knows, who have a good knowledge about DevOps, or who is specialized in DevOps development and operation process, who can help. But this person is not available in my tribe. So chapter leader of my tribe will communicate with the chapter leader of another tribe and ask them for help. If that particular tribe have such kind of person, that tribe will share that particular person with my tribe, and we called it as a guild. Now if under one project there are more than one tribes are available, say for example 4 to 5 tribes are available, under every tribes there are 4 to 5 squads are available, then we appoint one person as a guild lead also. So these chapter lead communicate with guild lead for such kind of reasons or such kind of requirements, and then guild lead will communicate with the appropriate chapter leader and provide that particular person to that particular tribe. So by this way guys, this particular tribe is working. You can apply this tribe on a layer basis, or on a you can wrap your scrum or your agile process with this Spotify model also. Say for example, uh, giving a very simple example, if you guys know about safe. So safe, under safe, you guys are working in a scrum manner. So basically teams are working in a scrum manner, but scrum is wrapped with safe, and we get all the informations from each and every scrum team. We pass that information to release engineer, other higher management and client management. So likewise you can wrap your particular process with Spotify, get the immediate information from each and every tribe, and pass this information to your higher management. So by this way guys, this Spotify is basically working. Now if anyone have any sort of queries, questions, can ask me. Anybody? Hello guys, am I audible? Yeah. Yeah, this is facilitated by Agile, and it provided more help for other frameworks also. But if you want to use it specifically for your teams or for your entire project without using any other framework, still you can use it like Kanban. Yeah, guys, if you know, maybe Flex.org is one of a team who is promoting the Spotify model in T system from last few months, and this Spotify model is used by a lot many team members in current days in T systems. Yeah, somebody is saying something. Yeah. Yes, you are right. Yeah. Any other queries? Any other question, guys? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm giving here more explanations, guys. So in tribe left, the team members which you see in a green palette, so these are specialized person, and when we are planning any time box event, say sprint, so at that time these team members are utilized only 70%. Rest of 30% are keeping empty for these guys because these are specialized peoples, and may require these guys helps to other squads or other tribes also. And this is the reason these guys are working on 70% of area of work. Rest of the times these guys are free, so within their free time might be these guys help between their squad, maybe help to parallel squads in same tribe, maybe help to parallel tribes, say right side tribes, if they required. So by this way these guys will work. Now here are two example. In one example these guys are working on independent project, independent requirement, and these guys are working very well. But if required to parallel squad or parallel tribe, these guys will help. Now, if any squad is working on dependent area, say for example, this squad is working on dependent area and dependency is here with second stripe. Now, if that dependency need to remove on urgent basis, so that we are not going in slippage, in such cases also these selected guys which are under chapter, these selected guides are jumping and find out the way of dependencies to remove them, find out the solution for that, find out the technology for that, act on that particular solutions and technology on immediate basis, remove it on urgent priority, and make the life more easier. But this is not 100% the case, because sometime maybe 1 or 2 percentile cases, sometime the dependencies or the blockers goes beyond their working area or their experience area also. So at that time they communicate with guild leader, so that guild leader can provide them some sort of solution or provide that particular person who will provide them some sort of solution. Maybe I am saying the final option for these guys is CTO, company technology officer, who knows a good enough knowledge, who having a good enough knowledge in terms of technology, so that person may help them in one sitting. Or maybe a chief product architect or project architect who have a good amount of knowledge about technologies, about the process, about the flow of technology, the pros and cons of every technologies and their areas. So that person also come into the picture immediately and help these guys. So by this way, guys, Spotify is working. I hope I satisfied the question. Uh, am I satisfied with the question, guys? Yeah. Any other query? Any other question, guys? Guys, one more information here. Uh, for tribe lead, we may call chief product owner. If we think from agile point of view, then tribe lead may be a chief product owner or head of that particular project. Squad lead is product owner who get all the information from from clients management. Chapter lead is a part of particular tribe, and he or she have a good amount of knowledge in terms of technology, in terms of business flows also. And team members are scrum team members who are working in these areas. If anyone have any issues, they first communicate with their squad leads. Squad leads communicate with chapter lead, and chapter lead communicate with either guild lead or tribe lead to resolve the issues. So guys, by this way, these guys are moving. Yeah. Hello, somebody is saying something. So guys, by this way, this communication is going on, and even if required, team members can directly communicate with chapter leads and guild lead also, even with tribe leads also, because Agile says never follow the hierarchy. If you required, you can directly bypass the higher person and try to resolve your queries by communicating with appropriate persons. Now again, I am asking guys any query, any question. Okay, I am asking the question from other point of view. Do you guys understand what is lean? Basically, how lean process is running? Yeah, exactly. You understood exactly the correct picture of lean. Basically, lean is based on quarterly basis targeted. So, in one quarter, if we convert it in a month, if one quarter we convert it into the month, then maybe 3 months, one quarter is there. So, we are targeting for first quarter. So, in first quarter, whatever we targeted, if in first month we got a slippages, still we have 2 months to cover those things for final demo to our client management. And when the quarter is over, at that time we provided them a release train where we provided all those features. So lean is basically a process who gives you a good enough of breathing timing for your slippages area, even provided you a chance to provide your result always, or try to provide your results always more than 100%, so that management and client will also happy. Same time provide you the transparencies also, the option of transparencies by which you can convince your client that few things are in slippages, but few things which are not identified for this sprint, we have completed those things also in our current sprint. Guys, this is a human tendency or human psychology. If you gives them something more than their expectation, then always human being is feeling happy. So in that case, if you are somewhere in some sort of slippages, maybe small slippages, we avoid those slippages and we give them a time that fine, you are in slippages, just take some time and complete it in your next sprint. So by this way, we are handling the human psychology in lean areas and provided our results. Now, I'm asking about the question, did you guys properly understand about the idea of Spotify? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so every tribe have a same time frame. Say for example, if you see the left tribe have a same time zone within which that particular tribe will provide their results. So I am giving some sort of details in this. So I have four squad. Squad 1, squad 2, squad 3, squad 4. Now every squad have their own priorities which are designed and provided by product owner based on the communication with client and tribe lead. Tribe lead means a project head. So project head also know which team is working on which priorities right now, how much work they will complete in that particular time frame, and who is working in which area. So this entire transparency even tribe lead also have and chapter lead also have, apart from squad leads. Now when we are saying about the work allocation, so the team members who have good knowledge about technology, they are occupied about almost 80%. 20% times are reserved for meetings and unidentified risk. Specialized people who are specialized in technology and other areas are occupied almost 70%, and rest of 30% area of time is specifically reserved for those area where same squad or parallel squad or parallel tribe required their help. If none of a parallel squad or parallel tribe required their help, then these team members help their own team members to complete their work before time so that they can pull some sort of work from next sprint also. So by this way, these specialized team member work, and chapter lead is specifically taken care of their work, that they should not be occupied more than 70%. Here squad lead is occupied to all peoples, all team members of their squad, and also communicated with chapter lead and tribe lead while providing work to these specialized team members. So by this way, they are managing their work allocations. And if somewhere, if sometime it happens that somebody is overburdened or overloaded, then chapter lead provide help to that particular team member, because chapter lead know who is specialized in which area. And as I told you already, that only 70% work is allocated to these guys, so 30% area is remain. So within this 30% area, these team members will help that particular person who is overloaded, and share their work and try to complete their task or card before time zone. I hope I satisfied your question. Yeah. Any other queries? Any other question, guys? Yeah, chapter lead can communicate directly. If say for example under one project there are only two tribes, then maybe chapter lead will communicate with each other and arrange the help. But if say for example uh, I have two different teams. I have two different tribes where I have different flavors of projects or different flavors of working is available. But within that, maybe security is not available, or maybe the person who is doing a hot patches directly on production environment, who have a good knowledge about production environment, that person is not available. So at that time we communicated with guild lead. Guild lead is not necessary while you are applying Spotify, but if you have more than one tribes, say for example under one project if you have 5 to 6 tribes, and every tribe there are 5 to 6 chapter lead, then it's very hard to find out the help. So this is the reason those for those all 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 tribe, we appointed one guild lead who have a good knowledge about the chapter leaders and the chapter teams and their specializations. So this person's job is to just provide the help to whoever communicated with that person for technology, for any other helps to remove blockers, because this person know which specialized person is working in which tribe, in which squad. I hope I provided answer to you. Yes, exactly. Any other queries? Any other question, guys? Guys, if you have any queries, any question, you can ask me directly. No issue, absolutely. I am happy if you are asking me even silly questions, because many time silly questions have a good weightage in terms of session, and it maybe pull a good bunch of information from Agile Coach. So you can ask such questions also. Guys, if you want more detailed knowledge on Spotify, maybe I'll arrange a specific session for you for Spotify, maybe 2 hour session. And in that session, I'll provide you the details about the Spotify model. What exactly the role and responsibility of tribe lead, chapter lead, squad lead, product owners, guild lead, how these guys are working, and who will take the ownership of which responsibilities and so on. Yes, Spotify have a Scrum Master, but like in other project, Scrum Master may be a non-technical person. But in Spotify, majorly we identified Scrum Master as a team leader. So team leader will handle this Scrum Master job basically because team leader know in terms of technology what exactly going on in the team, and team leader can resolve team's technical issues, technical problems on as an first aid box, as like first aid box, and provide them solution on immediate basis. Even Spotify model have a agile coach also. So if you see here, he is a agile coach. For every tribe, there is one agile coach. Maybe he is a specialized agile coach, expert agile coach, or principal agile coach. This coach will also help to squad leaders, chapter leaders, tribe leaders, and guild leaders for their roles and responsibility to help them to remove the impediments, even try to find out the solutions also, provide the communication trainings and coachings to scrum masters also, even squad team members also. So here is a good enough job for agile coach. Yes, yes, correct. This is autonomous and self-driven framework. Yeah, there are permanent scrum masters also, and those scrum master work. Those scrum master wear two hats. First hat is a scrum master. Second hat is a team leader, who yeah who know the technology well. Welcome. Any other queries? Any other question, guys? Anyone? Okay, so guys, before winding up today's session, please attend tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session is based on communication, guys. Like what is good communication, what is bad communication, communication issues, maybe identified, unidentified issues from teams, their solutions, and the communication media, like right now I'm using Webex, or you guys can use Webex or Jabber or maybe Skype. So pros and cons of these tools, uh, what exactly what kind of help these tools will provide you, and where exactly these tools are lacking, so so on. So I will provide you the detailed knowledge on these areas tomorrow, and from day after tomorrow, 7 business days, I will provide a practical training on Jira and Confluence, guys. Entire Jira, entire Confluence, how it work, why Jira and Confluence, how it helpful for your teams and your project, how you can pull the data from Jira and Confluence, how you can manage the data. If your management required any sort of report, or if you want to create a report within a fraction of second or within a few seconds, then how Jira and Confluence will help you, where you can make it automation through Jira and Confluence, and how will you get these updates whenever you want, even without human intervention, how these report will generated. So I will provide this information from day after tomorrow till next 7 business days. So guys, don't miss tomorrow's and next sessions, guys. These sessions are very important. Thank you so much for joining today's session. I'm winding up today's session. Have a nice day, guys, and please be stay safe.